Welcome back, Creekside creators. This week's episode, we're going to take this beautiful piece of pine that we have here. I've got a little kind of a scrap piece as well. We're going to take this and turn it into this. All right, so our first step, I'm just kind of mocking out my design here and what I want to cut away from this. So I'm going to do two of these designs on this board, which is going to be my side pieces for one of my shelves. And then from this board, I hope I'll be able to get my back piece as well. My depth for my shelves are 10 inches and the width is going to be 10 inches as well. So I'll mock up these markings that I need for my shelves, and then I'm going to meet you guys at the table saw. All right, we're back at the table saw. So what I've done so far is I've set my width from my blade to my bar at 3.5 inches. So what I've done, I have that set. I have my board. I've just done the one design right now. I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to use this piece as my template. That way then I'm not constantly just using a tape measure trying to measure everything. So this will be my template. All right, so I've got my board. What I'm going to do now is head over to the miter saw, and I'm going to cut this angle off here, as well as this end piece here. So I'll meet you at the miter saw. And just like that, we're at the miter saw. All right, let's get this one cut here. And then what we'll do is we'll get our angle for this, and then we'll give this a little cut as well. And just remember, always wear your PPE. So this cut is a 45-degree angle cut. And just like that, the magic of filming, we're back here to the table. So we've got our piece. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this little piece that I have here and the piece that I have sitting on the workbench. I'm just going to trace out 3 more. That way then I have enough to do both shelves, plus then I'm going to get my back piece that I'm going to cut as well. I'm not going to do all the cuts again on film. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trace it out, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to do all my cuts. What I'll do is I'll just meet you guys back here at the table, and we'll continue the project. All right, we're back to the table. I've got my side pieces all cut out for them. I've got my little pieces to go on the back, just so that it secures everything at the back of the shelf. And then what I didn't mention was I needed bottoms. So I had to cut out some bottoms as well for my shelves. All right. And there's one more piece that I need to cut. And that is going to be some, just kind of like strapping for the side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the bottoms and the tops on about a 10-degree angle. I'm just not sure how much room I want to give in between the bottom shelf and the top shelf. So I'm going to look at this. I'm going to get this all sanded down. Stick with me. I'm going to do some sanding. We'll get back here and we'll start putting these together. All right, let's get into building this. So I've got my pieces all now separated. I thought I did. So I got my backings, I got my sides, I got my bottom. So what I'm going to use is some Tight Bond 3 glue. It's woodproof or waterproof. It's waterproof. And it's really, this is all I have at the moment, but it'll be good because if this is going to go into your washroom or something, if it gets wet, at least the glue won't start to come apart. I'm also going to use 2-inch brad nails as well. I have a nail gun. You could always just use some finishing nails if you have to, if you don't have an air compressor at home, because not everybody does. All right, let's get into building this and we'll get this bottom piece all put together. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the bottom of this. Not a lot. We don't really need a lot. We don't really want anything seeping out. And then what we're going to do is put this down. Make sure our edges are lined. Give it a nice little push just to say, hey, I'm the boss. It's the only time I say that. I don't say it any other time. Flip it over gently. Try to keep it as secure as possible when you're doing this. Not like that. You don't want to let go. Keep it secure, like I said. All right, then we'll throw in some of these 2-inch brad nails. You don't need a lot, but skip that knot. Make sure you keep your nailers straight. You don't want to go on an angle and next thing you know it's coming out the other end or it's going into your finger. All right, so that piece is in there. That's nice. All right, let's do this piece. If you're enjoying my content and you want to see more, please like, share, subscribe. It's a big help. It goes a long way. I am truly grateful for everybody that's been following along and watching some of my creations come alive. They're not all my creations. I do see them on other videos and things like that, but I just want to get it out there that anybody can do these DIYs. And make these little creations on their own, whether they've got the power tools or if they've just got a hammer and nail. Lined up. You might have a little bit of seepage but of the wood glue, but that's okay. We'll get that cleaned up right away. So right now, that's what we got. I'm going to take my pieces here that we're going to put in the back. We're going to come up to the bottom. We're going to come up to the bottom. Just a little glue, actually. And we'll do the same for this piece. A little bit of glue, just enough to help secure it. And there we are. Nice box made for any type of toiletry item you might want to put in there. All right, so I've got my little side pieces all cut. 10-degree angle cuts on both ends. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these and I'm just going to fasten them with a little bit of the Type Bond 3 and some 2-inch brad nails. All right. With the magic of time, some camera issues, I bring you my final project. Unfortunately, while I was shooting the video, my camera ran out of storage and I didn't realize, and I kept working away, and unfortunately you weren't able to see the rest of the project being put together. So I'm going to show you what I've done is I've added this leg here and I've added a little brace leg here at the back as well. And what I've done is gone and I put in 2 screws as well. So basically it's going into like the bottom plate. This is just to help with the weight that we're going to put into the top or bottom thing. I've done it on both sides as well. All right. Let me know what you see, what you might have done differently. Give me a like, a subscribe, a follow, share it. I do appreciate all the support that I've been given over the last 6 months that I've started my journey on YouTube, and I'm hoping to continue with many more videos to come. I'm going to add a little light stain to this later on. May even paint it, don't know, but the world is yours. Build it. You can make the dimensions smaller, larger. Lots of room here. Like I said, you can use this in your kitchen, your bathroom. You can put anything you want in here. If you're going to use it in your kitchen for fruits and vegetables. All right, so I've decided what I want to do. I'm actually going to use this charcoal chalk paint from Rust-Oleum. I'm going to give it a go, see how this turns out. I am going to take this sweater off. All right. I just don't want to get it all chalk paint. All right. Bringing out the dad life. That's all it is. Here we are. All right, so what we got is we got 120 grit sandpaper. Now that this is dry, I'm just going to rough up some of the edges and some of the sides and just give it a little bit of character.
All right, I could use my hand sander, but I think that would just be too much. So I'm just going to go up some.
All right, so that was a mess. I've sanded down some of the edges, right? So now I've got some of that nice wood showing, but I still got that nice charcoal color as well, covering it all. We'll wrap it up. Until the next video, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Bye for now.